Guys, this is Chetan for Gizmo Times and you're watching a quick gaming review of the Samsung Galaxy M30s. We earlier did a hands-on and now finally we have the retail unit of the phone and we'll be doing the gaming review. This phone comes with a 6.4-inch Super AMOLED display, Exynos 9611 chipset, and for the benchmarks, let's also check out what was the benchmark score on Antutu Benchmark 7 version. And it is 1,29,000. So I would say pretty disappointing for the score that we see here, but that's still okay if it does play the games well. So we'll be trying out PUBG Mobile Gaming. It's 1080 to 2340 pixels. Mali G72 MP3 GPU is what is giving the graphic performance for this phone. The variant that we have is 4 GB RAM and 64 GB variant. And along with that, right now the battery is on 100%. The phone's battery would be on 100 when we are going to start the gaming here. And also we'll check out the temperature right now. So the ambient temperature here in the room is 28 degrees. The phone's temperature is about 30.5 degrees right now, and let's also check out the same on the back of the device. It's about the same, 30.2 degrees. So it's about almost the same as the ambient temperature. And now we'll play PUBG Mobile. There's also game booster that you would find here, which is one of the advanced features from Samsung on its One UI for a better gaming. Block during gaming, monitoring temperature, monitoring memory, and also navigation button lock, screen touch lock, screenshot, and record. You can record the game as well, but we'll be checking out whether you can record the in-game audio. Though I guess it's not possible because it's possible right now with only a couple of phones such as the ROG phone as well as with the OnePlus 7 and the other phones from OnePlus. So while the game is about to start, the headphone jack is towards the bottom of the phone. The speaker grill also is towards the bottom. It's a single firing speaker, not a dual studio or any special kind of speaker given here. So a single speaker, let's see how good would they be the speaker performance. But for games like PUBG Mobile, obviously it's not the speaker but the earphones that should be doing well. So first thing that you notice here is that the graphics have been set to high as per your device. High is what is surprising for a mid-range phone under 15,000 rupees, to be frank. Having the high possibilities what we are going to check out right now. HD Ultra, HDR Ultra, this is what is interesting. We already had talked about the same in the hands-on as well, to show you what were the gaming settings that are possible. Smooth has extreme as well, but I want to try out HDR Ultra whether the chipset is able to handle things well or not. So now we have activated the frame rate test as well, so that you'll see how much is the current frame rate. This is HDR and Ultra, so it should be around 40 frames per second usually, but we'll have to see how good is that and if it's maintained while we are playing the game and while we are landing. So this is where you see the frame drop happening to about 18, 14 as well, 13. So it's actually lagging badly. It's still 12 to 14 frames per second. That too on HDR Ultra. So 32. But now let the game begin and we'll see how that changes. So we'll do the hot drop on no more reply. Oh, and it's lagging badly. Frankly, it's lagging very badly. Okay, so there was nothing there. Anyway, it was fun. So now we'll play another. So far, I frankly say it was lagging a bit. I'm not sure if I got the frame drop. It should have been there, but I couldn't see that because of the game being active there. So let's play another game. बेटा सुन बात तो सुन दादा पुल है We could have gone to coaching as well, but right now, since Georgia Poll is what all chat had mentioned, so we'll see more people here, and that's what our goal is, to see if there are a lot of enemies, what happens to the frame, and what happens to the lags on the phone. For now, landing anyway won't give you a lot of judgment. After we land is what we'll be getting to know. Now let's see how it performs. And the phone seems to be quite warm in the area where I'm having my thumb to control the left side of the phone. And since this is on 40 and it doesn't reach 40 most of the time, that's what seems like something that is not satisfactory. And it easily seems like something that is not so much in control. It seems like a bit of a lagging most of the time. So it isn't able to maintain the frame rate, and I'll now try to switch this to the smoother gameplay, that's smooth and extreme. Extreme is 60 FPS, so if we'll see, I will see if this is able to handle the 60 frames per second on smooth gameplay. Let me change it to ultra and see if things change a bit. Smooth and ultra also keeps it at around the same frame rate, so I'll now push it to smooth and extreme again. So this time we'll be going to Pochinki possibly to see if there are those lags. I don't know, it seems weird that the frame rates are still stuck at around 30 FPS when you have it on extreme gameplay. So is that just a gimmick? So 36 is what it has reached at max. I could see 36 as the max so far. So you could clearly see there was an entire frame drop. We couldn't even notice what happened, and I was already killed. So here's the thing: it still hasn't gone to the maximum frame rate, which is very surprising for me because the game is able to give you the extreme option, but it's not optimized to give it through the GPU. I'm not sure what's happening here. It's actually a bit disappointing that even though you have the settings for it, the phone is not able to handle it. Then why do you even have the setting for the smooth plus extreme graphics here? And when it was on HDR and Ultra as well. It was almost the same 30 FPS that we had seen. So what's the difference here? Let me go back to HDR Ultra, just because it's still maintaining the same frame rate. And this is the Game Bench tool, in case you are curious about which tool we use for the frame rate testing. Game Bench it is. Doesn't matter if we dive. I just want to see how it responds when I'm trying to take a fight. So since this was HDR Ultra, let me go back to smooth and extreme now. It's still having those issues with the performance, and I'll say yeah, it was not bad when we switched this to the smooth and extreme option here. It did quite well so far. So I guess I'll end it here. It was about 25 minutes of gameplay, 40.6, no, actually 43.6, and that's the temperature towards the top, and now on the back of the phone has gone up to the same towards the corners, and towards the center it's not much, but still it does seem to be warm enough, and that might be one of the issues why there was some throttling done. You could see that the frame rates were not well maintained, and that is an issue. With the smoother gameplay, at least it was not bad at all. You could go with some compromise with smooth and ultra or so, and try to play the game and be good enough with your gaming. But I would say when you have the option of HDR Ultra and you're not able to deliver it, they should rather not be an option at all. So that's it in this gaming review of the Samsung Galaxy M30s. Not a bad phone for gaming, I would say. Let me also talk about the battery life before we end this. So it was on 100 when we actually started the game, and now let me go to the battery information. 96% is what it went to. So 28 minutes of PUBG Mobile usage and about 4% of battery drain. So with the battery drain, I am sure this should be one of the phones that you would like to use because of the amount of battery it has, 6000 mAh. It also has a 15 watt fast charging as well. But the only problem for me is that the graphics have not been so smooth. It has not been able to handle things that well as expected. So that's it from this gaming review of the Samsung Galaxy M30s. I hope you like this video. If you do share and subscribe to Gizmo for more. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.